So I'm off completely this week. I have no class, no work, and no plans for any get togethers or even plans in general. I am at home all week with nothing to do but what I want, which is weird because I don't usually get this. Now, I was dreading this, I'll be honest. Most of the time with free time should be a good thing, should be a nice relief from the regular week and not stopping. But the thing that I dreaded was having too much free time, and that's too much time to think and too much time alone. So welcome to a new video where I'm talking about weekends and spending time by yourself and how that doesn't work for everyone. So the thing that actually influenced me was a song by my favorite band, Bring Me the Horizon. The chorus goes, "Every second's filled with sadness, every weekend is a war, and I'm drowning in the deja vu. I've seen this all before." Now, this song is called "Seen It All Before" if you want to check it out. It's a great song. And that stanza recognized something that I never thought that other people experience too. I have always dreaded weekends because it's too much time to sit by myself and I'm watching the clock, waiting for the night to come so I can go to sleep again and go to the next day. Almost like a Minecraft time skip or a Stardew Valley thing going on there. And this kind of went away when I started working. I was working a lot for the last year, enough that I would go to school, I would come home, eat supper, go to work, and then the weekends I'd have 8-9 hour shifts. And so I wouldn't have much time to myself, right? And so anytime I got, I would maybe play a game if I had time, but that'd be about it. So ever since I quit my job, I've had a lot more time on my hands, and that's given me time to think and reflect, which isn't always good, I'll be honest. At least for me, it's not good. I feel more lonely when I think about my situation and think about my loneliness, you know what I mean? It's kind of weird, but it's basically, if I give myself time to ruminate on it, that's when things get worse. And so having said that, that's why weekends weren't really my reprieve. And feel like if I spent the entire weekend playing video games or watching YouTube, it was a waste of it. And then I wouldn't be happy going back to whatever I was doing that week, because I feel like I was just sitting on my ass all weekend. It's one of the reasons why I started doing YouTube, is to give myself some feeling of accomplishment, as if I did something with the time I had. And now I have a week off, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this time? I'm working on my hobbies, but I still have this crushing loneliness. I'm not going out with any of my friends, and, well, I haven't said that I don't have many friends, but that's beside the point. The point I'm trying to make here is that I have time by myself, and I need to figure out how to not waste it and how to enjoy it. I think time wasted, by my definition, isn't what would normally be considered. Like, I think if I'm having fun and I'm enjoying myself and I'm somewhat happy, that's not time wasted. If I'm sitting here watching YouTube and I'm enjoying myself and I'm not watching the clock, I think that time isn't being wasted. I live in a family where it's very productivity based, where everyone's always doing something, and it's like, oh, what'd you do today? What would you accomplish? That sort of thing. And I realized that was a very negative outlook for me, because I feel like if I didn't have anything accomplished, I wouldn't have done anything worthwhile. You know what I mean? I feel like even if your family's not like this, a lot of people fall into that trap where it's productivity equals happiness. And it's not always it. I see a lot of, YouTube and TikTok videos where it's like, oh, you need to maximize the amount of hours doing this, or if you put the hours in watching YouTube, you could maximize a skill, or something along those lines. And it's so annoying, because I'm like, I understand what they're trying to say. It's like, don't waste your life. But in the same vein, being productive only distracts you from the things that you need to think about for so long, right? I don't know if that made any sense, but it was one of those difficult things I was trying to figure out how to word. And yeah, I don't even know myself, honestly. But the point of this video I'm trying to make is that, it's okay to just exist for your weekend. I saw this quote, and it says, "We are human beings, not human doings." And that stuck with me, because I was like, damn, I always feel guilty if I just sit around and watch Adventure Time all day. I feel like I've wasted that day, but on the flip side, I'm just existing, and I enjoyed it, so why is it so bad? Now, if you're in a similar boat, I want you to know that however you live your life is up to you. If you live with family still, or if you feel pressured by someone or something, maybe take a step back and look at why that is. Maybe your situation's what's causing you that depression, or that sadness. And unfortunately, not all the time can we afford to fix that, or be able to fix that. And that's another thing I want to draw attention to. I'm at a point now in my life where I'm not really happy with anything, honestly. I'm not happy with very much. But I keep saying that, this will get better once I get an actual job, or once I move out, or something along those lines. And I don't know how to stop that thinking, I don't know if it's necessarily bad. But on the flip side, I see a lot of quotes saying be happy with what you have now. But I don't know how to do that when I'm not. I've tried, but I just can't be. I don't know if that's just the way my mind works, or what the problem is, but it's difficult. And I think part of that is depression. I don't think that benefits much. It definitely brings me down, but I feel like a lot of people can relate to that who have experienced depression. And unfortunately, we live in such a hustle culture, and productivity is king, and all that sort of thing, that, everything I've looked at online about how to be less lonely by yourself always says get more hobbies, or do things with your time. And I'm like, I'm trying, but that's not distracting from that fact. If anything, I feel like I'm just trying to fill a void. And I don't know how to make it less of trying to fill something, and more just doing it for the sake of doing it. I don't know if there's a way to do that, or if I'm going about it wrong, or if I just have to experience life more. But until then, I guess it just kind of sucks, right? I don't know what I can do. So, thanks for listening to me. I appreciate all of the comments I always get. You guys are amazing. And I hope that you might be able to figure something out. You might be able to do a little bit better. I hope that for everyone. Alright? So, everyone, take care of yourselves, and see you in the next video. Alright? Bye-bye.